Hi everybody, welcome to class today. Want to get us started with a little bit of bell work. Today is going to be a little different. So obviously we're starting hybrid and I've got people at home and at school. So my at-home folks, this is going to be your lesson for the day. All right, this is going to tell you everything you need to know and what you need to do. All right, and I'm going to break it down just like I'm doing in class. Okay. So, what is one thing that you learned from researching negative ads? I want you to answer that question for me first. Our objective, we are going to be able to critique marketing and identify the pros and cons to particular marketing procedures. That's what we're going to look at today. And then we're going to discuss social responsibility in marketing. It's kind of leading us into a topic of ethics that's going to start next week. But we're going to start with just continuing that social responsibility. Okay. And then why are we doing this? Just to help you see the benefits of marketing, to help you be optimistic and realistic about what marketing can be, and to give you a deeper understanding of the lasting impact of marketing. It's not just ads, sales, and updated products. There's a lot more that goes into it. So common complaints, that's where we're going to start. We've looked at the negative ads and the effects of the negative marketing. Now let's look at some common complaints. In Schoology, you should have access to read our textbook. Chapter 2.2.1 is going to have these common complaints. I want you to read it. It is not too terribly long. There are 4 complaints. I need you to read through those, and then we are going to move on with this. If you need to pause this Edpuzzle, go ahead and read those, and then we will move on. So, welcome back. Hopefully you got that read. Our first complaint, marketing causes unneeded purchases. So kind of what the book really says. Many people feel that instead of advertising products that people don't need, businesses should spend more of their money ensuring that products are higher quality and meet the customer's needs. So what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with this statement and what you read in the book? Number 2 for complaints. Marketing is not always needed. They say companies rely on marketing to sell poor quality products, i.e. used automobiles. It happens. You might not have purchased one, but you might in the future. Sometimes they will hook you in to buy a lemon and it is not a good car, but they've promised you the world in their marketing. So, you know, that's what happens. So they say that marketing isn't always needed. But this kind of puts the responsibility back on the consumer to research the good and bad products. That's kind of what they're saying here. So do you think the responsibility should be more on the consumer? Why or why not? Based on what you read, what do you think? Tell me why. They also say that marketing wastes money. I'm going to bring myself down here so you can read it. The average cost of marketing activity is about 50% the price of a product. So if I spend $1.50 on a soda, about 75 cents of that is going to marketing, not the soda or the packaging itself. So I want you to think about the last thing that you bought. And I want you to think that 50% of that cost was probably for marketing. So I'm going to answer that. What's the last thing you bought? Roundabout estimate how much it cost. And I want you to think about how much of that went to marketing. Number 4 in our complaints, they say that marketing causes social issues. Marketing and advertisement has been blamed for a variety of health and psychological problems. They cite anxiety, obesity, depression, smoking. I could even add in there things like racism. You add in political divide. You add in, I mean, any number of issues. It can be kind of targeted back to marketing. So do you think that marketing should be blamed for any or all of these issues? Just answer why or why not, again, in the question box. So, in the book, there is a small section in 2.2.1. It's marketing communication, and it talks about managing online reputation. If you skipped over that in your reading, please go back to it. And I want you to read the 2 paragraphs in the text about managing a business's online reputation. Then I want you to answer the critical thinking questions in the class discussion board. And then I want you to respond to 2 classmates before we get to our next class, which will be Monday or Tuesday. So whenever you come or you're at home for your next class, make sure you respond to at least 2 people's discussion board posts. Okay, so again, we're talking about managing a business's online reputation, and again, read those 2 paragraphs and answer that critical thinking question, okay, about how you would kind of decipher that and kind of take the lead in managing that. All right, so if we're going to look at the negative, we should also look at the positive. I want you to go ahead and read chapter 2.2.2. It's shorter. There are only 2 positives that they list in there. So I will give you a moment. Go ahead and do that now. So welcome back. If you have read that, you will notice that they give us 2 positives. They say marketing solves problems. Marketing increases public awareness, and marketing can promote positive change. So we did talk in the negatives about how marketing can promote psychological issues, health issues, cultural issues, governmental issues, political issues. It also can increase public awareness to things that need to be, brought to the public's attention. So it can promote positive change as well. And then marketing helps match supply and demand. In the text, it talks about it. But since products and services aren't always available when they're needed, marketing can help by knowing who is in what area and what might be needed. Kind of think about it. If you kind of wrap your heads around this, if there's a drought or a flood, they can help by providing goods and services by marketing to other areas to get those products where they're needed to be. We also know that, snow plows are not necessarily something that are needed in the South. So they are going to market to the northern states because we get snow here. We know that summer months are hotter here. So they're going to market swimsuits, shorts, tank tops, beach towels, swimming pools in those summer months here. But in the southern states, they're marketed all year round because it's hotter there. Again, they get that supply and demand and they match that for people. So what I want you to do, what pros and cons do you see in marketing? It doesn't have to be any of the 6 that we talked about, the 2 pros or the 4 cons. It could be something totally else. But I want you to answer that question in the question and answer here that I give you. Just answer that question for me and just let me know what you think. All right, last part of today. How can we help? I want you to think of a social, emotional, health, psychological, political, community issue that could be affected by marketing. And I want you to create a promotional PowerPoint slide that will call attention to this issue. It does not have to be promoting the problem or saying it needs to be better, but I want you to draw attention to the issue, okay? It could be something, I'll use my example for my negative ads, about using women that are healthier in size to promote healthy eating and healthy body image. So you could do something with a slide that promotes healthy body image. How you do that is up to you. It is your choice. If you want to run ideas by me, I am here and ready to listen. Just shoot me a message and I'll be available for you whenever you need. Okay. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you need me, just let me know. All right. Thank you guys.